What's up, guys? Welcome to part 2 of the weekend news. If you haven't seen part 1, go watch that, and then come back and watch this, or better yet, watch this, then go watch that. It's about Kingdom Hearts 4. You don't want to miss it. Guys, with that being said, let's start part 2, shall we? So, guys, Microsoft has officially started their spring sale for 2022. They have up to 80% off most games. Well, it says hundreds of games. $500 plus off most gaming computers, and so on and so forth. It's actually a really good sales, guys. Go check it out. I recommend taking advantage of it, especially if you're cheap like I am. It pays to save money, literally. Guys, this sale started on the 8th and it ends on the 21st of April. So take advantage of it while you still can. Guys, we have Bandai Namco's spring sale also on top of Microsoft's sale. Now, this sale is decent. It just started. It ends on the 20th of April, about a day before Microsoft's ends. And I'm not gonna lie, it's decent. They're pretty, high end, steep discounts, but I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen God Eater 3 at $59 in a very long time. But I mean, the Hello Nightmares Complete Edition for $6 actually. It's not bad. So guys, take advantage of the sale while you still can. Remember, I'm cheap. I'm probably gonna end up buying Hello Nightmares, even though I have like 4 copies of it from different systems. So yeah, guys, Bandai Namco also has a sale. It's not the best, but hey, take advantage of it while you still can. Yeah. All right, guys. So now let's talk about Live Alive for a few seconds here. So Famitsu sat down with the original director to talk about the game and why it took so long for the game to get to the US. Now, for those of you who don't know, Live Alive is a Super Famicom game that only came out in Japan. So for those of you who don't know, Super Nintendo. Now, the interview talks about the game and why it took so long for it to come over to the US. And believe it or not, the team of Live Alive has been trying to get the game to come out in the US more and more, and basically this has been rejected. Now, the main reason why the game is now finally coming out in the US is because the team of Live Alive teamed up with the Octopath Travelers team 4 years ago when that game came out, and it had some amazing results. They wanted to use the HD 2D to remake the game, and team agreed with it. The Octopath team agreed. And believe it or not, they're actually helping them make this port happen. It's not about maybe making the game into a 3D game instead of an HD 2D game. And believe it or not, the director said no to that. And that's just because he wanted the pixels to show up and to show the beauty of the pixel, the arts of it. So that's why it's a 2D HD, not a 3D. Guys, the more I hear about this game, I'm not going to lie, it sounds more and more interesting. If you loved Octopath Traveler, this game is very similar, has the same team helping it come out, and it's also HD 2D. If you guys don't know, the game has about 7 protagonists. I could have counted wrong, but 7 or 6 protagonists, and you literally get to play their lives out. It's set from prehistoric ages to the future and back. You get to play their lives. The game is set to come out July 22nd, and I believe you can pre-order it now at GameStop. Guys, Sony's on the news again, and this time it's bad news. So for some reason, Sony added expiration dates to classic titles, and this can vary from PS1 to PS3 to PS Vita, etc. And for some reason, they're expiring in 1969 and some 1970s. Now, no one knows why Sony did this, but for some reason, any game that has those expiration dates are not playing either on the PS3, PS Vita, or both. No one is sure why this is happening, other than the fact that Sony hates classic games, doesn't like making money. But right now, there's actually a whole Reddit thread that opened up about it because it just started happening about a few days ago. So if you have any classic titles that you purchased, keep this in mind, purchased, and if it has an expiration date on it, there's a good chance it might not play at all. Now, people are reporting that the titles that they have figured out are not playable currently are Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VI, Rune Factory Oceans, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, and Gex Enter the Gecko. Not Gex, oh god. But there's more, and then there's some people who actually have their whole entire digital library of classic games that are not playable at all. So right now, Sony has not replied at all to this. What's going on? But I do have the Reddit thread on here. If you guys want to go and add your comments to it, maybe they might explain everything. I didn't read it. All I know is there's a Reddit thread for this issue. It just started about what, not 6 days ago actually. So it's been going on for a while. It's just now become more and more, I want to say, popular, more into the news. But yeah, guys, I hope this isn't happening to you, but I don't know what Sony's doing. They have not replied or anything at all yet. So we're not sure at all what's going to happen with this. But I hope it gets fixed soon. Honestly, with Sony, guys, I don't know what they're doing, but it is what it is. So here's some good news with Sony's games, Santa Monica to be exact, because Sony himself is screwing up. But there's actual possible hints that a God of War Ragnarok build is officially playable, which means it's getting to the gold status real soon. Now, there is no actual release date yet, for God of War Ragnarok, but they're saying this year, maybe winter, sometime during the holidays. But right now, this is good news that there is a playable build out there. And with that being said, guys, like, subscribe. Talk to you guys soon.